Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real-life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionsea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hi, this is Mia Mosensia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People, based upon a real-life relationship, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon. Do read it. I'm sure you'll love it. It's www.miamosensia.com and www.amazon.com/Mia
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, check out the latest novel by well-known award-winning author Mian Moshe Zia of No Time for Love, called Missing, an extraordinary relationship between two ordinary people based on real-life events that go through 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and the ones you love will be the first to go missing. Check out the book on Amazon and other retailers, available on all formats today. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com and on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Amazon, Audible, and coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with a wonderful lady from Oakland, California. She's been playing for 10 years, supports various causes, and has some hits out there on Spotify, SoundCloud, Pandora, and all other major streaming platforms, getting a lot of hits out there. And she's got her album Swallow Me Whole and the debut Fear of Missing Out No, Analog Trash, and she's got some singles out there along with her partner, who won't be with us, but they do crank out a lot, like Tiny Anchor, the title track, Nip on the Dance Floor, and more. We'll be playing one of them later on. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting from the Plus Studios in Oakland, California, the very, very talented S. Nelson of LeFomo. S., good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning. Thank you for that kind intro.
Well,
happy to be here.
Well, we're happy to have you on as well, too. So you've been in California for about just about all your life in the Oakland area. You've been playing for 10 years. You support various causes, and you also got a couple of albums out, Fear of Missing Out, No, Swallow Me Whole, Analog Trash, and you got some popular singles out there, and you also support various causes. Before getting all that, tell us how you first got started.
How I first got started in music?
Yes.
Well, I mean, in the very, very beginning, I was maybe 4 when I wrote my first song on a piano. I've always played music as a kid growing up. Piano was my main instrument, and I've been, I've been writing songs since I can remember. Piano led to, when I got to middle school, I thought piano wasn't cool enough, so I started learning how to play drums. And then that went for a couple years. And then it wasn't until, in high school, actually, it was the only time in my life I didn't really, really actively play music. I was an athlete in high school, and I was just really into track, so I was just obsessive over that and didn't spend much time playing music until I got to college. Mm-hmm. And then that's when I kind of, I took some jazz piano and jazz improv and jazz band and started playing with other people instead of just playing sheet music. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of, I would say that was the beginning of my current kind of experience of music, which is, collaborative and energetically inspired by playing with other people. The first non-jazz band that I was in was when I took my 5th year in college was a grad program, and I got together with a handful of my not colleagues. What do we call them at the time? Students?
Yes.
So, classmates.
Yeah, classmates will work too. So
classmates, that's what it's called. Yeah. A handful of us started a band called the Tunics. And we described ourselves at the time as a feminist, Marxist feminist bouquet of trucks. It was pretty funny. I mean, we didn't really practice very much. We just kind of got up on a stage together and just cranked out some interesting sounding noises, basically. We played with some, fantastic bands like The Gossip and the Chromatics, the Ray Serrata and whatnot at that time. This is like early 2000s.
Wow.
Yeah, and so from there I just kind of have been in it, either started or been in a number of different kind of punk type of bands leading up to LeFomo.
And
last few years.
And how'd you get LeFomo started, and how'd you come up with the name?
Good question. I got it started because I was playing synth in a band, a friend's band, and which was really fun band, and that was called Pony Pony Pony. It was super fun. It's kind of like new wave, dance punk, dark wave kind of band. But I just really wanted to have more ownership over the songwriting process because I was kind of brought in specifically as a synth player there. And so I just wanted to start my own thing, basically. So I started my own thing. I generated a whole list of ideas for names. Antler versus Glove was one of the early considerations that I didn't go with. And LeFomo, I generated some ideas and basically pitched them to people and sort of got people's reactions. And I like La Tigre, I like LeFemme, and I like how our name kind of invokes the names of these other artists that are inspiration and influence for me. And FOMO is, it's a very relatable. I thought it maybe would be too fatty, and it would have kind of maybe lose currency, but it's actually still relatable. It's maintained relatableness over the years. So, yeah, that's how it came up.
And what does LeFomo stand for? I forgot to ask you that.
Or
what does it mean, I should say?
The fear of missing out.
Huh.
So, yeah, that anxious feeling you can get sometimes when, everybody's hanging out without you.
Huh.
So people are doing really fun things and you're missing out.
That is really interesting. I'm going to have to remember that. Maybe I got to go back through some of my stuff and try to relive. And who are some of your favorite artists and musicians and singers growing up?
Well, I would say singers that have been big influences on my current style are, Beth Ditto from The Gossip, the ladies of Slater-Kinney, Kathleen Hanna from La Tigra, Karen O of Karen O, and also at the time, the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. The singer of The Kills, whose name unfortunately I don't remember, and also David Byrne. Early influences for me also included, Led Zeppelin and Rush. I grew up the youngest of several older siblings, so I was very influenced by kind of classic rock and heavy metal earlier on. Like, my favorite band in middle school was Motley Crue. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts was my first concert I ever went to.
Oh, wow.
So definitely influenced by Joan Jett. And all that kind of, in the 90s, all the kind of lady rock bands. So, you had Bjork, you have, so many. I loved Elastica, Hole. There's just so many. There's so many from that era that Tori Amos was a big influence for me vocally. Yeah, I could go on.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like a lot, too. And we'll talk about your releases as well in just a minute. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. It's 1-800-303-3960 or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, check out the latest novel by well-known award-winning author Mia Motion Zia of No Time for Love called Missing, an extraordinary relationship between two ordinary people based on real-life events that go through 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and the ones you love will first go missing. Check out the book on Amazon and other retailers, available on all formats today. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Amazon, Audible. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. And follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here with S. Nelson of LeFomo here on The Mike Wagner Show from Oakland, California. Has been playing for 10 years. And before we get to some of your singles and releases, you support various causes. And just tell us about some of those first.
Sure. Thanks for asking. Well, we definitely support Black Lives and Black Lives Matter movement. And we describe ourselves as a gender expanse wave band. And so, and both of us are non-binary gender folks. And so, for us, our music is as much about visibility and empowerment for other non-binary and transgender folks as it is about just making good music. I think, one of the things that I have experienced in my time playing music is that oftentimes it can feel like, basically if you're not a cis dude, that you kind of have to make a trade-off between playing really good music and feeling comfortable and safe and seen in a band as somebody who is a woman or non-binary or trans or just sort of, an outsider. And that's fucked up, that's messed up. We should be able to play, feel safe and seen. And supported and be playing kick-ass music. And so part of the reason we call ourselves a gender expanse wave band is because we fully embrace both our presence and our identity as non-binary folks, and also produce pretty good music.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you also got Swallow Me Whole as one of your latest releases. You also had Analog Trash and Fear of Missing Out No. And tell us about those EPs before we get to your singles.
Sure. Well, Analog Trash is one of the two labels that we're on. So we're on Analog Trash for the European market, and then we're on Club Queen Records for the U.S., North America, and other areas. The releases, we just released our album called Swallow Me Whole, and prior to that, we released 3 singles. Our title track single, also called Swallow Me Whole. Our very first single we released was called NOTDF, which stands for Nip on the Dance Floor. And after that, we released a song called Tiny Anchor.
Huh. That's really interesting. Nip on the Dance Floor. So what is that about? That looks interesting.
What is that about? Well, it's quite literally about a nip on the dance floor. So it was inspired by, actually that song we used as a fundraiser for one of our beloved LGBTQ bars here called El Rio in the Mission neighborhood of San Francisco. And it was inspired by his afternoon dance party called Mango. I was hanging out there with my girlfriend at the time and friend of mine, and out of the corner of my eye, I just saw somebody dancing, and there was a little bit of a nip slip on the dance floor. And
okay, gotcha.
And I was very just transfixed by it. And then I just kind of noticed, there's the just all the sunshine, the music, everybody's just, dressed, like, everybody looks so good, so hot, just dressed, like, so much swagger in that space. And then there's the one of those, oh my gosh, words are escaping me, those photo machines you get, photo booth on the left.
Photobomb, yeah.
Yeah. And it was just, I just kind of sat back and just thought, well, I need to write a song about this moment, because it's just fun, queer party in the sun. And I just wrote it kind of from the perspective of a nip trying to get out of a shirt. So it's kind of a liberation themed, very fun party song that is liberation themed. Yeah, and it's funny, of course, when I wrote that, I had no idea that we'd be living in a pandemic and be sheltering in place at this point, and really have this intense desire to get out of our houses. And so I appreciated that it happened to also be, a voice to, I think, many of our desires to get out of our quarantine situation, even though that was not the intended purpose of it in the beginning, but it just happened to coincide with that. So that one, that was a really fun single to lead with, because it was just received so well. And it was, I really loved watching our Spotify streams shoot up day after day. And but I think one of my favorite experiences in releasing that was just the excitement in my own community around that song and the video that we produced, and friends telling me this is my main workout song. I listen to it every morning when I jog around Lake Merritt, or people were just so they were proud to know the person that made that song, and I had not ever had that experience before. I've been making music for a while, and people generally like what I play, but it was a level of real excitement about the song that I hadn't quite experienced before with any of my prior releases. So that was real treasure for me.
You also had Swallow Me Whole, Corkscrew Hourglass, and Spoon Revolt. Just some interesting ones. Maybe tell us about a few more before we play one of your songs on the Mike Wagner Show. Maybe a few more, and tell us about it.
Just sort of tell you about the songs.
You can pick 1, 2, or whatever you like. So.
Okay, sure. Well, let's see. You mentioned Spoon Revolt. So Spoon Revolt is a song about spooning and being switchy, and so in that it's just very fun, kind of upbeat, sort of dance punk kind of a song, and that's one of the songs that came together very quickly in the practice space. Kind of, Kai threw out the phrase Spoon Revolt, because I said, give me something to sing about, and they said Spoon Revolt, and not knowing what the hell that meant, and then I just made up a bunch of verses around what that meant, and so basically that song is, the first verse is, you want to be my big spoon, I want to be your big spoon too. The second verse is, you want to be my little spoon, I want to be your little spoon too. And the third verse is, you want to be my spork, I want to be your spork too.
Oh my goodness. It sounds like you're just having fun with a lot of lyrics and just having fun. And where can we find your music at?
Well, and I'll say having fun and also delivering a message of, it's a little countercultural to be switchy and in our relationships. And so it's a song that really, so it's called Revolt. It's like revolting against kind of gender norms and relationship norms around one person having to be dominant, one person having to be submissive, as kind of, we're trained to think of roles and relationships. So pushing against that in a really fun, kind of dancey way.
That is interesting. And of course, we'll play one of the tracks in just a minute. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. It's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, check out the latest novel by well-known award-winning author Mia Motion Zia of No Time for Love, called Missing, an extraordinary relationship between two ordinary people based on real-life events that go through 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion, and the ones you love be first go missing. Check out the book on Amazon and other retailers, available on all formats today. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the Mike Wagner Show, MikeWagnerShow.com, can be heard on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Apple, Amazon, Audible, and coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. We're here at S. Nelson of LeFomo here on the Mike Wagner Show, and right now we've got one of the main hits that's doing really well on the Spotify charts. Here's Nip on the Dance Floor from LeFomo right here on the Mike Wagner Show. Nip on the Dance Floor from LeFomo on the Mike Wagner Show. Once again, what's your website and how can people get a hold of your music? Okay, are you still with us?
I am still here.
Okay, yeah.
You can go to LeFomo.com, and that'll take you to our Bandcamp page. And then you can follow us on Instagram. We're quite active on Instagram, and as well as TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook.
That is amazing. That's an amazing song as well, too, on Spotify.
Thank you.
No problem. And also, we have a few minutes with S. Nelson of LeFomo here on the Mike Wagner Show. A very big thank you for your time. We'd like to have you on back soon. And what are your upcoming plans for 2021, and what can we expect from you?
Well, we'll be playing some online shows. Stay tuned for details on that. And we're looking to collaborate with a couple of new artists, and I won't say who, but some exciting things will be coming out in early 2021, some remixes and whatnot. So, that's what's coming up, and maybe we'll be working on a new song in the near future. TBD.
And we're looking forward to it as well too. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Well, I would say the singers that I mentioned, those are some of the bands. So, Talking Heads, The Gossip, Erasa Rada, Slater Kinney, La Tigra, The Kills, Led Zeppelin, Metallica, Tori Amos, Bjork, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
And, of course, a lot to go on as well, too. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Sorry, say it again?
What's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
To anybody at this point? Guard your precious energy and focus it on what you want to make manifest in life.
Huh, that's very interesting. I had never heard of that, but I'll apply that. And once again, okay. S. Nelson of LeFomo here on the Mike Wagner Show. S, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. We'll have you back on in 2021. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or listen to your music?
Well, people can listen to our music on Spotify, on Bandcamp, on Napster, iHeartRadio, all of the platforms that you can listen to our music. You can watch our two videos for Nip on the Dance Floor and Tiny Anchor on YouTube. And that's about it. I think that's about it.
Sounds very good.
No, if you want to get, we have the Swallow Me Whole fanny pack and the LeFomo beanie. If you want some merch, you can order that at lefomo.bigcartel.com.
Sounds good. We'll check that out. Once again, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely great. Looking forward to having you soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. We'll have you back on next year. And don't forget to keep in touch and maybe a little something on the dance floor as well, too.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Mike. Appreciate your time.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, Custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hi, this is Mia Mohsin Zia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based upon a real-life relationship, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon. Do read it. I'm sure you'll love it. It's www.miamohsinzia.com and www.amazon.com/Mia Mohsin Zia.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.